President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto are in the final stages of crafting a new-look government with a structure that will be a major shift from the government of his three predecessors. One of the major victims of the overhauled government structure is the office of the head of public service and secretary to the cabinet. The current holder of the office, though on transitional capacity, Francis Kimemia, could be the last person to hold the consolidated slot, drawing the curtains on a position whose holder since independence has been the personification of power due to his or her closeness to the president.
But again, he doesn't seem to be like a cabinet secretary.
Joseph Kaguthi is a retired veteran civil servant who knows only too well the power that the holders of the position of head of civil service and secretary to the cabinet have all along wielded.
If power means being informed, then the person is powerful because he's informed. He definitely has a lot of information.
The Constitution in Article 154 only provides for the position of the Secretary to the Cabinet, who shall be nominated and appointed by the President, but only after the approval of the National Assembly. The Secretary to the Cabinet will be mandated with the management of the Cabinet Office and will also be assigned the role of taking and keeping the Cabinet minutes. The holder of this position will also convey decisions of the Cabinet to the relevant persons or offices and will take up any other role as assigned by the Cabinet.
And he is the one who communicates the decisions of the cabinet. He communicates also the decisions of the president because the president is a chair of the cabinet. So you therefore find that he will be quite informed in that communication.
The position of the head of public service and secretary to the cabinet has mutated since independence. Before independence, the holder of the position was called the Administrative Secretary and was mandated with taking minutes of the Legislative Council, LegCo. When Kenya gained her independence, the title of the position changed to that of Permanent Secretary in the Office of the President. Some of the first holders of this position were Geoffrey Karevi and Duncan Ndegwa. A year later, the Secretary to the Cabinet portfolio was added. In 1982, the title changed to that of the Chief Secretary, Head of Civil Service and Secretary to the Cabinet. Among the notable holders of this position include veteran politician Simeon Nyachae and businessman Jeremiah Kiereini. However, 5 years later, the position was renamed to Permanent Secretary in the Office of the President, Head of Civil Service and Secretary to the Cabinet. Among the recent holders of this position include Fares Kuindwa, Dr. Richard Leakey, Dr. Sally Kosgei, Francis Mudhaura, and currently Francis Kimemia. But one thing that defines all these past holders of the position is the power associated with the position.
But you note with the current constitution, our constitution now, is not allowing one authority to have all the powers in a monolithic manner. No. The way it is, power is distributed by the citizens as defined by the Constitution.
Even though the position of the head of civil service has been scrapped, the public service operations will be supervised by the Ministry of Interior Affairs and National Coordination that will be in the executive office of the presidency. The deputy president will also take up the role of coordinating government activities. While the constitution is clear on the roles of the secretary to the cabinet, it's all eyes on the president and his deputy as they nominate the man or woman who will take up the position as they unveil the cabinet lineup alongside other top government jobs. Francis Gachuri, Citizen Live at 9.